Hello,
Hello, Riwon. Good evening.
good evening.
Oh, how are you?
I'm not good.
You're not good. Why is it?
Uh, because when I go to school, I always have some sunscreens on my face, but today I've got a skin trouble, so
Oh, so did you got a sunburn?
yes.
Oh, it's hurt. Why? You forgot to apply a sunscreen?
No, I've got a skin trouble because of sunscreen. I use them every day, but I didn't wash them clearly, so my skin got,
Mm.
yeah.
Your skin got irritated because of that sunscreen.
Yes.
Oh, that's too bad. I hope you get better soon. Okay, that's why your camera is off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all right if you want it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Don't worry about it. So now, this is the continuation of our class. So are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. So let me try to share your book now to you. Okay. So here is your topic for tonight, and we will going to talk about 5 tips for using less plastic. So before we have that one, how about in your place or in Korea? Do you still use plastic?
Yes.
Yes. So how about when you are going to buy in a convenience store or on a stall on street, do they still use plastic?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Because for people using plastic, especially when you have a business, using plastic is more convenient and it's cheap than a paper bag. That's why many of us use plastic. Also here in my country, people use plastic on their everyday life, especially when you are a business owner, because plastic is durable. Okay.
Mm, okay.
But on this one, we will going to talk about the tips for using less plastic. Because even though it's usable or even though it's durable, even though it's more strong than a paper, plastic has also a bad impact when it comes to our environment or especially when it comes to the animals, especially sea creatures. So let's
Not
try,
yeah.
yeah, let's try to have this one. So here are the tips. So can you please try to read first A and B?
Okay. The world has a plastic problem and it is increasing. Scientists are working to find a long-term solution by making plastic more biodegradable.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, here are 5 things you can do to reduce plastic waste now. Quit using plastic bags. Instead, take your own reusable shopping bag to the store. People use a trillion plastic bags worldwide every year. Roughly 10% are used in the United States alone. That's almost one bag per American per day. In contrast, the average Dane used 4 single-use bags per year. In 1993, Denmark was the first country who placed a tax on the plastic bags. Today, other countries such as Chile,
Chile.
Chile, Kenya, Indonesia, Germany, and New Zealand either make customers pay for plastic bags or have banned them completely.
Okay, good. So here are the ways that we can reduce or less use plastic because nowadays it's a problem. Okay, plastic is a problem when it comes to our nature or environment. but scientists are working for it. But on the meantime, we can do these things to reduce plastic waste. So first, we can quit using plastic bags. Okay? Instead, you can take your own reusable shopping bags to the store because people use a trillion plastic bag worldwide every day. Okay? And some of the country, okay, like in Denmark, who is the first country to place a tax on plastic bags. Okay? And today, other country like those country either make customer pay for plastic bags or have banned them completely. So also there is a convenience store here in my country. Do you know 7-Eleven?
Yes.
Yes. So 7-Eleven nowadays have this program where you need to bring your own bag. Okay? So meaning if you will going to buy a lot of things or product from 7-Eleven like chips, biscuit, and more, you need to bring your own bag. Okay, that way is also a way where we can completely quit using plastic bags. But we are not completely quitting using or quit using plastic bag because there are some products that needs a package or a packaging where it is also plastic, right? So
Yes.
now, do you have any questions here?
No.
No. So let's try to have the second and third tips.
Skip the straw. Today, around 8.3 billion plastic straws pollute the world's beaches. So, when you order a drink, say no to the straw or bring your own reusable one. In 2018, Seattle,
Seattle.
Seattle,
Yeah, Seattle.
Seattle became the first major U.S. city to ban plastic straws, and many other cities are set to follow its example.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use plastic bottles. Buy a reusable plastic and fill it with any type of beverage you like. Some cities like Berndanen in Australia and San Francisco in the US have completely or partly, part,
Partially.
partially banned bottled water. Globally, however, people still buy nearly a million plastic bottles every minute.
Okay, good. So nowadays, there are things that are reusables, okay, like reusable straw and reusable bottles. So on this one, you can also skip the straw. So meaning, if you were going to buy a drink, okay, on a coffee shop, you can say or you can skip the straw by bringing your own metal reusable straw. Okay, because like the topic that we had last time, the turtle that has straw on its nose, right?
Yeah.
Because it can cause that kind of trouble to some animals, especially marine animals. On the other hand, we can also have this one, the tip number 3. Don't use plastic bottles. Because if we always buy a bottled water, we are increasing the number of plastic in our environment. That's why in Bondanon, in Australia, and also in San Francisco, those plastic bottles are partially banned. Okay?
Hmm?
That's why, yeah, um that's why the people and that those country uh, must bring their own reusable bottle. Okay, so how about you, Raymond? Do you also have a reusable straw and reusable bottle?
Actually, I only have reusable bottle.
Yeah, yeah, I also have
uh,
because I haven't tried to bring my own reusable straw and I don't have any.
Really?
Yes, I don't have any because um yeah, I don't know. How about you? Are you planning to buy one?
No.
Because for me it's inconvenient if you are going to bring your own straw. If you are not always buying some coffee or drinks, because there are some drinks that have a lid, right? There is a cup and there is a lid where you can drink, right? There's already a hole on it. Do you know what I
Yes.
do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So some of the some of the cup for coffees and also some drinks don't need straw. They already have a cup with a hole on it. Okay, any
Yes.
questions?
No.
No. Let's have your tip number 4 and 5.
Avoid plastic packaging. Buy bar soap instead of liquid soap in plastic containers. Don't buy fruit or vegetables in plastic packaging. In the United Kingdom, leaders are calling for supermarkets to have plastic-free areas. They also want to tax plastic take-out containers. Recycle. We can't recycle all plastic items, but it is possible to recycle most bottles and milk or juice cartons. Today, Norway recycles 97% of its plastic bottles. How? Machines at most supermarkets take the bottles and give a refund of up to 2.5 kroner
Mhm.
per bottle.
Okay, good. So now, here in tip number 4, you avoid plastic packaging. So what I said earlier, most of the foods nowadays are the packagings are plastic. Okay, so we can also or the manufacturer should consider this one because there's a lot of food that being processed. And also on the other hand, there are also a lot of plastic that comes from it. Okay. Lastly, we have recycle. So if it is possible that we can recycle every bottles that we have or every cartoons that we had from our drinks, we should recycle it. Okay, because when recycling some things, we can also help lessen the plastic around us. So
Yes.
now that we are all done, do you have any questions here?
No.
No questions. So now let's try to have the next. So this is the reading comprehension. And let's start with letter A. Choose the best answer for each questions.
This passage generally consists of suggestions.
Yes, it's suggestions because they give some tips on how we less the use of plastic. So those are the suggestions. Now let's have number 2,
How many plastic bags are used in the United States every year?
the United States.
10 billion? About 10 billion.
Mhm. It's just a trillion. Let's see. Yeah, people use a trillion.
Trillion.
Okay, so how about what is this one? What do you mean by trillion?
Hmm?
What do you mean by trillion? We have thousand, million.
Billion and trillion.
Oh,
Zillion and I. Oh.
three, three, trillion, thousand, million, trillion. It's
Trillion.
also a billion.
Mm.
Okay, here. So trillion or 1 trillion is this or 1 billion.
mm,
Okay, because that's
okay.
why we have first, second, third, 3 trillion or a billion.
Yes.
Okay, now let's have here number three.
In paragraph B, what does average
Okay,
mean?
do you want to see paragraph B? Let's see
Oh wait,
paragraph. Okay,
okay. Average. Where is average? In paragraph B. Mm,
the
huh?
average.
Where is the average Dane? The average Dane use in contrast, the average Dane uses for a single use bag per year.
So
That
here, in this one, what does the average word means? Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's see the choices.
Um,
When it comes to people, some people says that an average person. So, in English, what does the word average mean? An average person or a typical person, a normal person, usual. So,
mm,
it will be letter,
typical. Yeah.
yeah, typical or usual. Average. That's why we have an average person. We have rich, average, and poor. So, a typical citizen or people. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's have here number four.
According to the passage, which of the following should we not do? Use liquid soap. Liquid soap.
Yes, it is. So why do you think? Why is it not included on the tips on the passage?
Oh, because the passage is talking about how can we not use the plastic, but if we use liquid soap, then we have to use the plastic, so it's wrong.
Yeah, because when it comes to liquid, liquid can scatter if it doesn't have any container, right? So that's
Yeah.
why liquid soap needs a container or a plastic bottle. So if you buy a liquid plastic soap or if you use a liquid plastic soap, you also added plastic because liquid soap has a container on it with it. Okay?
Yes.
Now let's have number five.
What does they refer to in the last sentence of paragraph E?
Okay,
Mm, I think I should see the
okay, don't worry.
passage. Mm, where is they? They,
Paragraph E.
they also want text. United Kingdom
Okay,
or
that's
supermarkets?
oh the supermarkets.
Yes,
Yes.
supermarkets.
So now let's have here the summarizing. So here we need to complete the concept map with the correct city or country names from the passage. Okay, so here we have the United Kingdom, the what do you call it? The America. Okay,
Hmm?
I will wait for a moment. I will going to put some country. Okay,
Okay.
United oh, Kingdom. But also, what are the other countries that we have here? United States of America, the US. Um, is there anything? Denmark,
Hmm?
Have you seen Denmark? So Denmark
Yes.
was the first country to place a tax plastic bags. Next, we have um some countries like Chile, Kenya, Indonesia, Germany, and New Zealand. Next one, we still have the US because in US there's a lot of plastic or there's a lot of people who use plastic. That's why this passage always mention the country US. We also have Australia.
Mm, yes. Oh, yes, it's Ulster.
Australia, and
Mm,
also San Francisco in the US. Lastly, is there anything else? United
mm,
Kingdom.
I think this
No.
is it.
Okay.
Is it?
So if there's any, we will just going to go on the passage again. So now let's have this one. So using less plastic. So in this one again, you need to complete the map with the correct city or country names from the passage. Let's start with number one.
Mm,
Or do you have your chat box? Let's
oh,
see.
yes, I've got my checkbox.
So I will just going to screenshot this one and you can try to look on your chat box.
Okay.
Let's have one and two. Oh, no. Okay.
Hmm?
Did you see it? Three,
Oh,
four, and
wait,
two.
please.
Okay. Take your
Um,
time. Or it's too small.
oh, uh, okay, I got two.
Okay, you got two.
Hmm. Really impossible. Harder to buy bottled water. The Australia
Mm-hmm.
and US.
Yes, it is. Very good. One and two?
Yes, one and two.
Yes, it is.
And number three is um US again.
Yes, it's the US. Also,
Ah,
the other cities set the following example, like the city of Seattle.
okay.
Okay.
Number four is supermarket. Un, uni, un, United Kingdom.
It's United Kingdom. The supermarkets. Okay. Number five.
Yeah. Number five is United uh, Denmark.
Okay, Denmark. So Denmark was the first country to place a tax on plastic bags. But nowadays, there are also some countries who did this kind of things, like the country Chile, Kenya, Indonesia, Germany, and New Zealand, where the shoppers or the customer needs to pay their own plastic bag. Okay, any question?
No.
Let's have number six.
Recycle almost plastic bottles. Nor Norway.
Yes, it's in Norway. Very good. So now, do you have any questions here?
No.
Okay, no. So let's try to move on now with the next. So here is the reading scale. So in this reading scale, we will going to have, let's try to have the scanning. Okay. So look back to the reading. We find the underlined word in the words in bold below 1 to 5. So here is this is just the vocabulary. And I know that you can have this one even though without the passage. Okay. So
Okay.
ready? Okay, let's
Rough,
have number one. Rough.
roughly is unfortunately.
Mhm. Roughly, yes, unfortunately. Very good. Two.
Mm, skip
Uh,
is eh, skip.
yeah, skip.
Skip is stop using.
Yes. Stop using. Like for example, um, my brother skipped the class. So meaning he didn't go to school, or he didn't have that class. Skip. But in this one, in paragraph C, skip or stop using. Okay, and my first example for you, you need to skip using that sunscreen. Okay,
Yes.
or three.
Beverage is drink.
Yeah, it's drink or partially.
Partially is in part.
Okay, in part, very good. And last one,
Cartoons is
in paragraph F, I remember that milk or juice cartoons.
container.
Um, okay, it's also considered containers because have you ever tried to drink milk or juice from a cartoon? The cartoon is like um a paper
Like a
bag.
bag?
Yeah, a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so do you have any questions?
No?
No. So now let's have the next one. Um, in this one, critical thinking, you need to rank the 5 tips, 1 to 5, to number one. Number one is the easiest to do. Number five is the hardest to do. Then compare the answer with the partner. Okay. So which one is
Okay.
the easiest and the hardest for you?
I think number one is mm, one. Number one is quit using plastic bags.
Oh, that is the easiest for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And number two is don't use plastic bottles.
Okay, they use plastic bottles.
Number three is recycle.
Bible.
Number four is skips the straw. Number five is avoid plastic packaging.
Okay, let's see. Let me try to have this one. For me, I can quit using plastic because I can bring my own. Um,
Yes.
two, um, use my own plastic bottle, skip the straw, recycling, and avoid plastic packaging. So we are also the same on the last one or the hardest to do. So why is avoid plastic packaging hardest for you?
Because when I go to the convenience store or some markets, almost everything is packaging for plastic. So, it's kind of hard to me to bring the dishes and get them. So I think that's the hardest.
Yeah, because it's inconvenient if you will going to bring your own tub or container. Okay, great.
Yes.
So how about why is with using plastic bag the easiest for you?
Because I never use plastic bags.
Yes. Okay. We have a reason, and that's amazing. Now that we are all done, let's try to have the vocabulary. So here in the vocabulary, we will be having the completion where you need to complete the information with words from the box. So can you have this one?
Mm, yes. Small nation. The small nation of Wales has been working to mm, reduce plastic waste for years. In 2011, the government introduced a law liquid requiring all supermarkets and large stores to charge a small fee for every single-use plastic bag used. By 2015, plastic bags use had fallen by 71%. This fee is not a globally, uh, not a tax.
Okay. Because tax is a compulsory or contribution to a state. Because if there isn't any stocks, the government employee will not going to have any income or any salary at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then the money raised, the money raised goes to the environmental pro project, not to the government. Plastic bottles are also collected and then reused or melted into new items. Furthermore, there are some shops in Wales that sells only plastic-free products. Customers can bring their own containers and fill them with the items they buy. In 2017, Wales ranked second globally for recycling household waste, including household plastic. The country is now looking at ways to further improve its recycling systems and may even become the world leader for recycling in the near future.
Okay, so this one is a really great passage because in Wales the people unite. Okay, the people unite to reduce plastic waste on their nation or country. So this is also a great or the great thing that they did. Okay, because they are helping our environment and also it can inspire other country to do so. Okay, any
Yes?
questions?
No?
No, okay. Let's have here the next. The definition where you need to complete the sentences. Again, you can use this those word to complete it. Oh, sorry. Here.
If you quit an activity, you stop doing it. If a government bans something, it must not be shown or used. When you pollute water, air, or land, you make it dirty and dangerous to live in or to use. If you av- avoid a person or thing, you stay away from them. A refund is a sum of money that is returned to you.
A refund or return to you. Very good. So now let's try to have the collocation. So in this one, we will be having the word global. So you need to complete the sentences with the correct words from the box. And again, one word is extra.
Hmm. Research shows that many plastics give up greenhouse gases as they break down, contributing to global warming. Air pollution is a serious global problem. The campaign helped raise global awareness of environmental issues.
Okay, good. So all done with that one. So now, on this one, how about on this passage? So what
Hmm?
did you on this passage? So what did you realize about Wales and its nation? What is your awareness about them?
We should not use our
Blast.
yes.
Yes, because as what I said on this one is a really great um those activity has a great really great impact on their nation, and it can also be an inspiration to other country to do so. So now on our next class we will be having a new topic
Okay.
after that, and that will be all for tonight's class. Before we end, do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay, so thank you for your time and have a good night and have a great weekend also. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.